Hello and welcome to another art session. Today I'll be doing some just rough sketches and like warm-ups. Maybe work on this a little bit, and then I'm gonna do some inking in like probably the last 15 minutes or so, or maybe a half hour. Maybe I'll do that again, where it's like, yeah, let's do that. Where it's like at least a half hour of warm-ups, and then I'll do maybe another half hour to 45 minutes of the comic. Great, grand, terrific. So I can't do the chapters yet, so we'll try and make it as close to that as possible, so that if you want to go just to the comics, I'll try to make it like around exactly the 30-minute mark. Okay. Okie dokie. Oops. Where'd it go? So I don't know if you had a chance to look at my other video, but this is how it turned out. I'm pretty happy with it. I think I might have been overzealous in saying that it's like a perfect representation of anything Bruce Timm, but I think like I was kind of just going more for like the action and like how like shows like Batman the animated series and Justice League really like influenced a lot of like how I like to portray action. Like, and I'm just pretty happy. I mean, I know I use these colors a lot, but I'm just happy with the composition overall and the storytelling, and I'm glad I took. I know this was late, but I feel like it was worth the wait, because it would have been a lot less. Like those rocks wouldn't have been in the drawing. The character in the background, which is Cole, he would have been closer, which would have made less sense. So I'm drinking some caffeine to wake up. That's the page that we worked on last time. So this is a rough idea of something I was thinking about doing a speed paint for, because I kind of want to do something for him, but I'm not sure I'm happy with this as an idea. So why don't we work on this canvas and do what I did last time with well, like my last drawing, where I take a canvas and then I just do some drawings on a layer, and then I hide that layer later on. Oh, right. Okay, there. So we're gonna do a drawing of him. Let's get some. I'm gonna try and get some. Oh right, it closed. Oh no, it closed. All those reference photos, they were so young. My PureRef app was closed when my computer restarted. I forgot to save it, so that's me being dumb. Bad John. Always save things, because your computer will randomly restart when it wants to, especially when you've been putting off updates and didn't know until too late. Let's see. Open up the where is it? Don't play anything, please. Please don't get me in trouble. Okay, here we are. No, not that page. Okay. I'm just looking for some poses for him. Problem is I've done so many for rock stars that most of my Pinterest is just people with guitars. So that would be a cool one for that would be a cool one for a different character. Oops. There. I have a giant character, and she would. I really would like that pose for her. Whereas, like, you'd have like a character. Wait, you can't see, so who cares? I forgot. You can't see my pure ref because it's on a different layer, and it's not. Because let's see if I can. Nope, I can't do that. What did I just do? Where'd it go? What did I do? Oh, it's right there. Oh, that's kind of cool. The problem is, like, there's so many drawings of or poses for people with swords, but not maces. Because maces, I guess, are just something that, like, big armored suits that don't have people in them, like enchanted suits, have. So that's a cool one. They could do something like that, but with. So PureRef is this great app for people who, if you have a PC. I forgot to look up what the iOS version of it is. There is something on iOS that's free as well that where you can just drag reference photos into it and then keep them open in a side window while you're doing your art. So yeah. Oops. Where is it? Right here we go. Okay. Well, those are good for now until I get more hello? Oh, there. Okay, sorry. It's just for a pose. Oops. Too big. We're going to do a small version first, and then I'll make it bigger for the... That's too small. Okay, that's good. So I started watching the second season of Vox Machina, and that's been really cool. There's a couple shows on other network, on other streaming things that I've been kind of interested in, but I don't know if I want to spend the money right now or the time. Because I want to get ahead on some things like this channel, so I just don't know when I would have time. Which is the boring answer, I know. Oh no, it's so cold in here. We have a chill advisory tonight, so hoping that this plastic insulation can at least keep me warm while I'm doing this. After that, if it doesn't, I might run into the other room and get a blanket, but I'll try to tough this out for a little while. 10 minutes, jeez. Just did one pose. It's barely even a pose. I guess that's kind of just the thing you're. A lesson that I'm showing in live action is just that, like, get ready to invest a lot of time into a drawing when you. Because doing, even if you're going to be doing something and you want to learn, it's going to take more than just 40 minutes. I mean, that. Like, for instance, like, these live sessions are usually. When I started these, thought they were going to be that, and then I realized I would lose track of time, like in the last one, and it was almost a half hour and a half. So, but like I said, it'll be in sections. So, if you want to watch this, great. This will probably be the first 30 to 35 minutes. So somewhere in there, it'll switch to the. Oops, that's wrong. It'll switch to. I'm going to try and do some inking on some pages. Because I want to get some progress made tonight. I mean, I'll do some probably after stream too, but I want to get some done on stream so you can see some of the process. Some more of the process, I guess. Because I did it last Sunday too. But I wanted to do more of the expressions first and try and see how much I can get done on this, because, like, Richard's another one. I had a few characters so far that have been the harder ones to do expressions for. And Richard's kind of like my Kakashi character, where his mustache is so big you can't see his mouth. So I kind of have to really do everything with the eyes. Like, he doesn't have a ninja mask, but his mustache is so huge it might as well be one. Whoops, that's too thick. It's that thick. They're kind of thick. Yeah. No. Wow, it's windy outside. Fortunately, you can't. I mean, this stream, unlike the last, I up the threshold for the sound so it won't pick up like random small things anymore. So my upstairs neighbors can run around with their kids and have all the fun in the world, and it won't do anything to the stream. And that's good, because, like I said in the other one, I don't hold it against them. I just didn't want it to mess up the stream. Because it just made things weird. Oops. What am I doing? Whoop. Move the head over and down and over. Well, I have to move it down anyway. There. Okie doke. Stuff like that's probably about, like, could happen, and that's why I love like these functions in Clip Studio. You can do this in Procreate or Photoshop if you're still using that, and if you are, cool. But because I used to love it, but then I found out about this, and it's a lot less. Even if they'd start to do the subscription, it's still less. So. Why do I keep habitually looking at the wrong screen, because I'm so used to the reference being on a separate screen altogether instead of just in a useful app next to my drawing. He's just going to be in a t-shirt in this one, so. But he's going to have. Well, the problem is this guy's wearing like baggier pants, so it's kind of hard to kind of for a little bit of slack in them because they are like hiking pants. I don't want them to be skin tight because they need to be able to insulate because they're going they might go into the mountains or something and it could be very cold. You want some lining in there for that. So it'll kind of hang off a little bit. Just draw the theme. Dee, where are you? No, I'm kidding. I asked someone to show up, but we'll be here, or else I don't know. Or else nothing. I got no threat. Maybe I'll even try. How many doing the time? Okay, I gotta speed it up because I don't want to be just doing this one drawing. Although this could be a remake of, a fixed version of what I was working on and just making it. I might change it to him training or something instead of what I was starting, which was kind of a ripoff of Sephiroth kind of thing, and kind of prefer him like doing some practice swings or something. It would look cooler, I think. So, yeah. I know why. It's because his arm is. Well, I didn't have to do that, but that's fine. Could have just selected it and put it at more of an angle, because that arm goes like this. At least the photo, the guy's not as tall as my character, but he's definitely a muscular person, so I can at least get the muscles down correctly and everything to a degree. I would like to try and do a vlog on this channel too, maybe. But or like one of those some voiceover ones. I'm trying to think up some story. Like I think I said in my last one, I'm gonna do some research into some stories. Like I'm gonna try something out with this. I heard about something where you can play with the expression using the morph tools, and I'm going to try it. This is going to be weird because he's not looking anything like what he would look in the comics right now. But this is kind of more of a. Oops. straight on shot. I guess it's kind of looks like him actually. It's kind of a boring expression, and that's the point. Is I'm gonna try and let's see if I can morph the eyes or something. Shrink, expand. It's artistic. Oh, never mind. Because all I know is scale, rotate, but there's got to be delete, shrink, expand. One sec. There must be some. I must be missing something. Free transform. That's what I want. Where you can just do this. Nope. This is. I either misunderstood or I think I'm just. This is not working at all. I think maybe cancel. I think if I do, let's try one eye or something, and then just try and like free transform for one eye. Okay. Yeah, that no. That still doesn't look right, but I'm gonna try and see if I can get it. Wow, this is. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so that you can see what I'm trying to do, and so I can see what I'm trying to do too, because I don't know if it's wrong. Maybe it kind of works. I can kind of do like a raised eyebrow for that. Let's try it. Let's see if that works. Because, I mean, I could have done that really quick anyway without free transform. So I don't know if that really saved time. Kept things like, I wouldn't say uniform because I had to recenter it, but. Wait. I keep forgetting he's got two gas. And then a light one. Here. Only for close-ups is it really that visible. But because I don't want to draw it on every panel. That would make me crazy. Maybe I'll just take that out altogether. There was no real story point to it anyway, and it just complicates things on a character that's perfectly fine. Doesn't need. I think I said in one of the very early videos, but he's kind of inspired by a couple different things, trying to think, like the making him a older guy that's just like really skilled with weapons, and was kind of a combination of like the Liam Neeson movies, and in Nausicaa Valley of the Wind, Patrick Stewart plays this character who's like called like the Blade Dancer or something like that, or I can't remember exactly. But anyway, he played this guy who was walked around with a hat on and like he's wearing like an overcoat and he's like a master of combat. So I thought that would be kind of cool to combine those two into a character and give him kind of like just this gruff kind of look, but he's really like. But then, kind of like when when Geralt's around Ciri, when he's around his family, he's just this like super chipper guy who's always like he's pretty happy around them. Until, well, how the story starts. But even then, he's trying to keep spirits high for his daughter's sake. He doesn't want to scare her, or she, because he warns her about what bad things might happen. But then throughout the journey, he's going to be trying to keep her spirits up. Which will have varying degrees of success. More like a shock, like one eye is kind of, It's a very mixed expression. And just the eyes. Like you would just see like the bottom of his mouth. Oops. If his mouth is open, his jaw would go down lower. Oops. I'm off-centered. I drew that off-centered. I did. Oops. I guess it doesn't matter because it's just the... I mean, it does, but it doesn't. Do. Zoom out a little bit. Okay, let's look. I'm gonna look up some more expressions or poses or something because I'm actually at the point where I have to stop anyway. So, my goodness, that was quick. So. Second. That's harder to see with that. Yeah. Pretty cool. Kinda. Oops. Oh no. Yeah. Thumb going over that. Going. This arm going like that. So. Something like that. Let's see if we can find a page to work on. Wow, it doesn't even show that. Okay. Works for me. Oh boy. Ugh, cold. Well, this is one we could do really. I could do really quick. I need to. I might have to. I don't know. I'm conflicted because my comic's supposed to be horizontal, but I just don't know. I'm gonna try a horizontal variant of this, but we'll see. What was I doing? Okay. That's 20. Let's see. Patreon, YouTube, blah, blah, blah. Wait, what's... Oh, I know what that is. Sorry, this is probably not exciting right now. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I mean, this is rough. It's going to change anyway, so... But we'll see if we can... Maybe I can just free transform. See, that would be lazy, and I don't know if it's going to look good if I do that. If I just copy paste that whole image onto a new canvas. Let's see. Go flatten. And then... Okay. Okay. Import image. Not from the downloads. Documents. Nope. Desktop. Would have been good to look where I saved it instead of just guessing. Here we are. Open. Okay, and then scale. Zoom out. What? Okay. Let's try something. Oops, it's really zoomed out a lot. Actually, depending on this works, but that's the question is, what's the this would have been good to check. What's the size of this page? Oh, okay. Much bigger. 4,000 by 3,000. Yeah, I was off by a lot. Wow, these are going to be big files. Maybe I should... Yeah. Okay. Sorry, and oh yeah, because it's still... Wait, what? Change image resolution. It's okay. That made that a lot bigger. And then the image. Let's see if we can edit free transform. Yeah, this whole thing to fit more in here. And we'll see if it doesn't work, that's fine, but I'm just trying something out here. That kind of works. A little. Because I would just hate to lose some of the quality of this. Like, I'm going to probably alter a little bit of it anyway, but I think kind of actually like that kind of feeling of like, yeah, I think that's better than the straight up and down because it's kind of more looming over them now. Okay. So I'll have to fix some things in the perspective probably, but that's it's much closer to the actual. Let's see if I can change it without one more time without messing with too much. Because it's supposed to be 3,000, but it won't let me. Nope. Yeah, it won't let me. Why won't it let me? Cancel. Hey, was it? Oh. Now we can. No, it's the same. It's fine. I just wanted the height at least to be the same so that it's closer to what I want. So now we can just put in some like, what color should I use? This. Oh, right. There we go. Now I'll do something above it. And now we're just going to go in and ink this. I'm going to go in and ink this whole, all these characters. And this is actually pretty close to the other one, so I don't have to change it really, which is good. D, where are you? Whoops. It's a giant, like, I'm not sure if it's gonna be some kind of huge vegetable on its head. It's like smushed, so it's got like kind of like this caved in, like watermelon or something for a head. Oh, gourd. I was gonna make that joke in the comic, but it was dragging on too much because he was gonna. That's when she was gonna start running. She was gonna run out of the place and be like, "You're on your own," or jokingly, but she's actually going to go find something to help him. She just wants them to think that she's punishing him, but he's got strange stones inside it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oops. Trying to make it look more just like crazy, out of control, like leaves all over it. And kind of form this like base for its top half. It's like a bunch of different plants that merge together to make this creature. So, I mean, it's probably mainly, like I said last time, it's mostly vine. So it's like ivy golem. But like more like almost, it's acting more like an elemental though, because no one's controlling it, so it can't be really a golem. It's just this like sentient creature that's being affected by a quake. Because I wanted to start the comic off by like showing a lesser version of what the quakes can do, which is this, where they just make these, they just shift, they can shift reality and change things and change living things, and not just plants, even just creatures too. Which, when I get to the Grace chapter, that'll be explained. Because I kind of want to bounce back and forth between the father-daughter story and then like Grace, the mother, trying to reunite with them. Because that's my new like pitch for it. Actually, is that it's just like there's this. Oh gosh, how did I word it? Where it was essentially something along the lines of. I had a really good one for it. A family tries to reunite during a natural disaster, essentially, is what it is. Or an unnatural disaster, really, is the better way to phrase it. So, just need to fix some of him because I kind of really messed with his proportions a little. Only in some areas. Some of it I could actually keep, and it would be closer to actually how he looks. Although his sleeves are too long. So, sleeves are actually like right here. Oops. And this is more just cleaning up certain areas and trying to make other things. Ooh, that's... I have to... I think I get to go in a little more. Even with like the extreme angle, I think that's an exact, that would, based on his proportions, it doesn't make really sense anymore. Hi D. I'm awake. It's 46 minutes in now, so. Just working on a splash page, actually, which is something I didn't think I would even do in this comic until I came to this page, and I just thought it made sense. Because I'm not 100% against them, I just think if they're overused, then it's lazy. But this isn't going to be overused. It's just something fun once in a while to put in, just so that people have a break, or I have a break more than anything else. To just like, although I mean, a lot of detail goes into them, so you kind of like go from doing a lot of panels, but just trying not to like overdo it, and just spreading your time out throughout all the panels versus one huge picture that you don't want to put too much time into, but you still want it to make it look nice because it's the only thing for that update. So it's kind of like just deciding like how much I want to put in. See if it's off. It's so cold. Okay, none of those. it lagged so much that right there that I didn't even get any of those brush strokes. Maybe I should make these smaller. Gosh. Well, I mean, obviously I'm going to make them smaller when I go to publish them on my on the website, because there's no way you can put anything this big on a website and expect to not just have horrible bandwidth. That should be right. I think I'm kind of a little bit off. He's got this top-heavy build. But he's also just athletic in general. So, like the cliche thing would be to give him a dad, like the sitcom dad bod or something, where he's just like out of shape. But the whole point is that he's kind of like the Liam Neeson thing, where he's actually still has all of his skills from his past life. So I want him to dress like he's just a regular, like, landscaper and craftsman. But he's actually, where in reality he used to be like special ops and in this like magical division that infiltrated the fairy world. Here, it's got these two boulders tethered for arms on it, and it's just this walking juggernaut thing that's just making a mess. Like, his hardwood floor is gone. This thing scraped it beyond all recognition. Its legs, there's just these two huge stalks that go up to it. And honestly, even yeah, Grace is pretty shocked at. I mean, not Grace. I mean, June. And this is just like never seen anything that like this. She has some neighbors that are fairy folk, so she does know that, but she's never seen like these like golems this big or this violent. Like, everything's pretty chill in their town. So now she's just kind of temporarily freaking out for a moment before she has to pull herself together. 'Cause I mean, what would you do if, like, a tree just walked through, like, almost cartoon style through your window? Probably would scare you too. Hey, that's her hair. Oops. It wouldn't be those wouldn't be. Oh, sure, like would be that one. See, that's the only problem is this is that even with this change in camera, it's really the transform tool kind of pushed things a little bit too far. So I have to lower where some things are going to be a little bit. I don't know. I'll have to go through this and see if even this makes sense, because I'm just trying to like do a little guesswork right now, or just some that looks weird. Yeah, no. Sorry, D, no mustache on this page. There is some at the beginning of this video, though, so. Maybe D always joke because it's really fun drawing the mustache on Richard. He's always like, oh, that. It's like the stash. I said 45 minutes. I'll try and do a little bit longer. But I'm glad. I mean, this is already a big, like, step forward because I changed the layout of the page from a vertical to a horizontal, so that helps a lot. Now all the pages will be more. I can keep my horizontal theme through the whole thing. Maybe it's like smashing. It's just like accidentally breaking stuff all around it as it's coming close to them. Ugh. It's just I guess final we can put for this just so that it's, even though that's, it might make it mess up things a little bit, but yeah. Okay. Well. So I got all that done today. Now I just have to go in. Maybe I can get a little bit done right now. Let's see. Maybe I can really quickly just do a fill on some things and. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Phil. Oops, it's on the wrong Phil. Okay. Close and fill. I said, oops, no. Oops. That one was bad, apparently. Well, that's not quite working in my favor. Let's see if I do this, if it does it a little bit. Nope. It's ignoring. Okay. Maybe? I'm curious. Oops. No. What did I do? What am I doing? Oh, I know what I'm doing. Maybe I do. Okay. Okay. Wait. Oh, whatever. Nope. Never mind. That doesn't help. Maybe if I do this, lower this down. Hey, that worked better. Yeah. Okay. I just had it. Oops. I just had it. So it was bleeding too much. So it was making everything a little bit too much. And now it should stay within the lines. So this will make this part quicker when I do other pages. Because there's just the fill brush. If you put it to refer other layers, which is hidden by me, it's the subtools for fill. Because there's refer only to editing layer, which means it'll just like, unless everything's perfectly closed on the layer you're on, it will just fill the whole page probably, or fill as much as it can. But if you do refer other layers, then every layer that has lines will treat them as a whole, and even if it's on its own layer, it will still treat them as something that it has to follow. It has to use as a guide. So actually, that works out perfect. Wow, that was a nice quick brush stroke there. So, whoops, that's too much. I sped that up a lot. Yeah, I like that. Oops. This is supposed to be green up here. Oops. Okay. Maybe I think I was gonna make it some kind of pumpkin. So just make it, or just like maybe a. This will be its base color, and then I can put some highlights in on it. But Oops. Nope. There's too many lines there. I can't go. Color were those? I could just treat them as that color for now until I figure it out. Oops. Now I go in with this because apparently there's too many lines, so I have to break rules and go in and do this. Yeah. Oops, what am I doing? I'm doing this wrong again. Let's just get some more flats in and then we'll probably call it. Even though this is... I made some progress. It's... I mean, making a comic's a lot of work. You gotta expect that, like... Oops. There we go. That, it's gonna take a while per page, but it is fun sharing it with all of you. So, I'm glad I got to do that. That's why I didn't want to do the pumpkin too bright, because his hair is a brighter color. Gosh, this is why I heard some really great advice on like setting up thumbnails for your characters with their color schemes anyway. In a reference image on the side, like up here. Because right now I'm trying to remember. Let's see if I have pages. I think this is just a gray shirt. Or like a dark color shirt. Yeah. Because he's usually wearing his jacket, so. And then tan pants, I believe. But they could be blue. Maybe. Well, this is the first one, so it doesn't have to be as... Let's make some of these darker too. To show that it's like a mix of different like types of ivy. Yeah, it's coming along. Got some... I definitely need to do her like this. I kind of want to make this darker to begin with anyway, even though it's that's probably the wrong color. But it should be more like that. Just so it's more, it stands out more. But that's not even the right. Yeah. Something like that. And, well, we got... No, we can just randomly... I don't see why not end it pretty soon, because... So I got some of this work done, and that's what I finished earlier this week. I'm really happy with how that came out. And this is something I was working on today for fun, just drawing some expressions. So maybe we can just even finish up by just like doing a quick extra. I tried to use the free transform for the eyes on that one. That's why it looks really kind of different. I'm gonna keep playing around with that to try and save time, but I don't quite have it figured out yet. I think if he laughs, he kind of would do like a full, like head upright, kind of like so you could see its teeth. Beep 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 beep. Like he's probably laughing because he told a joke or made her feel made a grunt, like a cringeworthy joke, and she's just like, no, hurt, no dad jokes. Like I can't help it. I'll have to look to see if there's any references on like tips for how to draw mustache, like what how the mustache would be influenced by the upper lip when you're making different expressions. Because I don't want to make it just like something that doesn't move. I want it to follow like his facial expressions. So he's just like extremely angry right here, and he's shouting. Yeah. Oh, and that'll be that. This will conclude our session. So thanks again to everyone for watching this, and yeah, this was fun working on this character and doing some comic book work. I mean, webcomic work. And I'll see you again on Sunday night at 7 p.m. for. I'll figure it out. But yeah, I'll see. Probably some kind of challenge, possibly. I'll think of it. But until then, have a good rest of your week and enjoy your weekend. And